Okay. So, while I was fighting Ligarius, the internet disconnected. And then, while I was noticing that the internet disconnected and trying to think of what to do, Ligarius killed me. And then, while I tried to get the internet reconnected, it disconnected again. Okay, that is working now. Redhead over on YouTube says, "Come on, internet work." I might have to check. I might have to check to see, like, after the stream tonight. I'm probably gonna check to see, like, how my parents' internet is set up and see if I can. Didn't mean to do that, but can see if there's like any noticeable problems with like how their modem or router is set up. Because like I thought this was an issue with the weather, because it's like. That's rather common in Texas. That's rather common in Texas that the internet or even the electricity goes out when it's like when there's ice and snow on the ground. But like it's back, the weather's back in the 70s right now, so it's like not that. It can't be that. Yeah. Oh, also that reminds me. Okay, so there is some. Okay, I have to give a little bit of an update about the job that I got accepted by. Because I found out that my schedule is, it's a little, okay, it's a bit more complicated, but also simpler than I thought it would be. So as it turns out, the first 6 to 8 weeks of my job are going to be job training. And during that time, my work is going to be like a normal, like 9 to 5:30, a 9 to 5:30 work shift on Monday through Friday. And that's going to be this first 6 to 8 weeks. Then after those 6 to 8 weeks, then I'm going to shift to like, working a regular schedule, the regular schedule, which is the weird schedule of like Wednesday through Friday, like 10 a.m. to 7:30, and then like Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 3:30. So the stream. So I know I just changed the stream schedule. I know I just changed the stream schedule to like these 3 days. Oh dang it. I know I just changed the stream schedule to like streaming on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But in a couple of weeks, I'm probably going to have to change it a little bit for when I start the job and for the first to six, when I'm on my training period at the new job. Because like I won't be able to stream from like 4 to 8, like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And, well, not Tuesdays. Okay, it was like I changed it from like to Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But then I might have to change that again. Because when I start working, like, I can't start the streams at 4 p.m. because I'll be going... I can't start the streams at 4 p.m. because I'll be at work, I'll be training at work during that time. So I might have to, so I'm going to have to change it to some other time. And then I'm going to, and like, after those 6 to 8 weeks, I'm probably going to have to change it again. Because that's when I start my regular shifts, so... I'm sorry, I know that's really confusing. It's confusing to me, too. Yeah, it's already pretty confusing to me too. But basically, I know I just changed the stream schedule, but I'm probably gonna have to change it in like a few weeks again for when I start training at this job, and then I'm probably gonna have to start and then like a month and a half to 2 months after that, I'm gonna have to change it again for when I actually start working this job. I'm gonna have to change it again when I start working this job, when I actually like start working my shifts at this job. Hey, listen, May, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, just for those just tuning in, the stream just broke down, and I just tried to bring it back. So the internet might disconnect again because it's been showing really bad problems, and I mean the stream like almost made it an hour before the internet broke down. So if it does break down again, I'll try to bring it back. And like, okay, and for those who were just tuning in, for those who were just tuning in and didn't miss me what I was saying, I got an update about my stream schedule, and it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be a bit different than what I thought. So, to summarize, like, the current stream schedule is that I stream, like, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. However, that's probably going to change. That's going to have to change in a couple of weeks when I start my job, because I found out the first 6 to 8 weeks of my job are going to be like a training period. And during that time, my work shifts are going to be 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So I can't start streams at 4:30. But I can't start streams at 4 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to have to change the stream schedule then and figure out a new stream schedule. Then, after the training period is done, which is going to take like 6 to 8 weeks, then I'm going to like move over to having my regular shifts. Which at that point, like those regular shifts are like Wednesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So basically, I know I just changed the stream schedule, but I'm gonna have to change it again in a few weeks when I start my job and start training there. And then when I complete training, I'm gonna have to change it again. I know that's gonna be confusing, and I apologize for the constant stream schedule changes. It's just something I'm gonna have to do as part of working this job. Okay, let's see. This sword was actually working pretty well against this guy. Let's see if this will do a bit better. Before he does the full animation, I can actually stun him out of that. Okay, back up. Okay, I didn't even get him to half health before he did the phase change. So it's not half health, and I think that means that I actually haven't been getting him to half health before I've died. I think I've just been getting him to like. Well, I did get him to half health that one time, but yeah. So just to let y'all know where we're at. The total amount of money donated for the Donathon has been $606, and we're currently working our way towards the $700 donation goal, which if we reach that, y'all will get to decide a new emote for the channel. So, just a little reminder that every single dollar donated really helps out right now. And subs, bits, and gift subs over on Twitch do help out, but direct donations help out a lot more. Excuse me, direct donations to my PayPal help me out a lot more. Because I'll receive the money you donate immediately instead of having to wait like a month and a half. I guess when I start training at my job, I might try to. I'm gonna have a lot less time to stream because. Well, I'm going to have a lot less time to stream like Monday through Friday when I do the training period because my work shift ends at like 5:30. I might have to do like 2 much shorter streams on like 2 or 3 much shorter streams during the week, and then like a really long stream on like, I think it'll have to be Sunday, just because while I'm staying with my parents, can't streaming on set. Things keep it. I either have family obligations or things that keep happening. I usually family obligations that keep me from being able to stream on Saturdays. So the weekend stream for right now will just have to be on Sundays. Okay, let's go up. Uh-oh. She saw me running. She saw me running over here and moved as fast as she could to get me. Actually, let me try... Okay, instead of trying the big heavy sword form, let me maybe try the standard sword form. I don't think I can... I can't stun him with this. I don't think... But maybe this is worth trying. The big advantage to the, like... Yeah, the big advantage to the heavy sword form is that I can... Is that, like, I can actually knock him out of his attack animations. But it does eat up a lot of stamina. I can only swing like 2 to 3 times before my stamina bar is gone, and I need that stamina to like dodge. So I can use the great sword form to stunt, to like knock him out of his animations, but I can't really capitalize on it. I can. $375 lives remaining. Oh, hey, Sleepless, welcome in. Says, oh yeah, this guy. Yep, this guy. Freaking Blood Wizard. Sleepless says, so, welcome in, Sleepless. Hope you're doing well. Sleepless says, how are you? Well, the internet broke down about an hour into the stream, so... But the previous 2 streams before this one went fine. They had, like, no internet disconnections throughout them. Also, I'm not sure if you heard me say this, but I got an update to my work hours for this job I got accepted for. And, okay, the hours are a bit more complicated than I originally thought. For the first 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to be training. Or for the first 6 to 8 weeks, I have to do job training. And during that time, I'm going to have, like, while I'm doing the job training, I'm going to have a more normal schedule of, like, working 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Then after those 6 to 8 weeks are done, then I'm going to have to transition to my regular work schedule, which is going to be the weird schedule of, like, 10 a.m. to 7:30 Wednesday through Friday, and then, like, 7 a.m. to 3:30. 7 a.m. to 3:30 Saturday and Sunday. So I know I just changed the stream schedule to what it is now, but in a couple of weeks I'm gonna have to change it again when I start this job, and then like after about a month and a half to 2 months again for when I start the regular training hours. Sorry, I know that's gonna be really confusing, but The stream disconnected again, I think. Okay, did the stream just disconnect again? Okay, it looks like the stream is still going. It looks like the stream is still going, however, it did disconnect there. I'm not sure how much of what I was saying was cut off. Sleep says it didn't disconnect, but it did buffer. Okay, how much of what I was saying was cut off? Because that actually is important, because it's like, basically I'm going to have to change the stream, I'm going to have to change the stream schedule 2 more times in the next couple of months. Now, I will say, after playing this, while I'm playing this, most of the problems I'm having with this game, I am attributing to, like, either it not fitting my tastes, not fitting my tastes, or basically just, like, specific, like, it not vibing with how, like, how I like to play games. However, I do have to say, one indisputable problem I have with this game. After trying to stream this game, I'd never want to hear anyone try to justify the FromSoft, like the Soulsborne games, not having a pause menu ever again. So he says, I see you found the duelist garb. Oh, so, okay, so this was the garb you were talking about. Yes, I found the outfit with the cravat. But yeah, after trying to stream this, I never want to hear anyone ever try to justify, like, the Soulsborne games not having a pause menu ever again. Now, in online, I can kind of understand, because you are playing online with other people. Except even then, you're not all the time playing online with other people. And, yeah, wait, hold, no, never mind, no, that still doesn't, no, fuck that, no, it's still, you should still be able to pause. Because if I'm playing, like, a fighting game against another person, where I'm always, like, there have to be 2 people there, you can pause the game. And this, there's not even a guarantee that you'll have another player joining you. Okay, let's try going back up. Let me try going back up there and fighting them again. So yeah, just to let y'all know we're at the Donothon. For those who are just coming in, to let y'all know we're at the Donothon. About $606 has been donated. So we're about $94 away from the next donation goal, which is y'all getting to decide a new emote for the channel. So, currently working our way towards that donation goal. I'm just gonna check things over on OBS to see if how the stream is currently holding up. It's working right now. Oh, while I'm doing this, just feel I have to mention. So it was recently announced that, like, Discord is going to try to, like, implement, like, age verification. And, well, for those who haven't been keeping up with things, anytime one of these social media sites tries to implement age verification, it always ends poorly. Because they usually say it's for the kid, to keep the kids safe, but it usually ends up doing is, like, just causing more problems for people, and usually ends up, like, leading to people's data being leaked. So when you get the chance, make sure to go to Discord community support, Discord support, and contact them. Send us a support ticket. All right, send a support ticket and let them know that you really don't want this to go through. Because if it does go through, I mean, like Discord didn't last year. Like Discord, there was a data leak on Discord where a lot of people's a lot of people's personal info was caught. So Discord trying to implement a age verification where you have to use government ID or like a picture of yourself. Yeah, that's gonna end up badly. Also, gonna use this chance because it looks like also gonna use this chance to say because this is also time where people in the U.S. government are trying to push like COSA and like a bunch of bad internet bills, internet bills that would censor sites, and they're trying to push it as like keeping the kids safe. But what it actually is going to do is just like they're going to try to ban pornography and try to like limit gay and transgender people discussing try to limit anything posted by gay or transgender people, and then also try to like again censor the internet, so censor anyone's critiques of our current situation. Definitely got to recommend it when you have the chance. Go to badinternetbills.com, posting that link in both chats, and take the time to contact your representatives and senators and tell them to like make sure that contact your senators and representatives in wherever you live. Again, if you live in the U.S., and tell them to not let bills like COSA pass, because the U.S. is doing pretty bad right now. But if they're able to censor like what we're able to say, then that's going to cause even more problems. And I use that website, Bad Internet Bills, because it's really good at helping me quickly get in contact with my representatives and senators when I want to talk to them about contact them about issues. So, also while you're telling them not to support these bills that censor the internet, make sure to tell them why they haven't impeached Trump yet. Why are they still letting him do this? Why are they letting this? Why are they not speaking up against best friend of convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein? Why are they letting him just do all this? Why aren't they doing something? If they really cared about the kids like they say they do, why aren't they doing anything? You don't have to respond to that. We all know the answer. And they know it too, but it's good to yell at them about that. Alright. Let me go in here. It says, I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to this kind of stuff, so... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let myself die right here, because this is important to talk about. And I won't count this as a death. Lucima says, I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I'm sorry, but I can't really talk to people on the she stuff. I definitely understand, Lucimi. However, it is important to remember that you do have a voice. Yeah, I'm not gonna count this as a death, because it's important that I talk about this. Yeah. I'm not counting this as a death. It's important to talk about this, but... And I can't pause the game. Thanks, From Software. But, yeah, I understand that it's, like, difficult to talk about this stuff with me, but you have to remember that you do have a voice, and you can... And if you're not sure what to say, or have, like, phone anxiety, there are resources out there to help you. Like, one of the reasons I recommend Bad Internet Bills BRAWL.com as a website to help you when contacting your representatives is because they give you like a starting script that you can use to help you decide what to say. Now you don't have to say don't say the script exactly, like of course say it in your own words, but it's a good starting point for what to talk to them. And again, it's as a citizen of the U.S., you have the right to talk to your representatives and your Congress and your government officials, and you have the right to contact them and ask them and get onto them for not doing what they should be doing. Like, one of the ways we're gonna get through, like one of the main ways we're gonna get through this is by all working together. And making our voices heard, and when we're not happy with something, making our voices heard. That's why I've been trying to talk more about this stuff. Sleep says, thinking of money, don't forget to file your taxes, everybody. Oh yeah, a good little bit of advice when you're filing taxes, don't use TurboTax, use Free Tax USA. Because it's free. It doesn't cost any money to file your federal taxes with Free Tax USA. And if you've ever wondered why TurboTax, it's generally so difficult to kind of get your taxes done, it's because TurboTax has been lobbying to kind of keep it more difficult to do your taxes, because that's how they make money, is by people not really knowing how to do their taxes, and so they have to go to TurboTax for help. So yeah. Highly recommend using Free Tax USA. I've used it a couple past years, and again, it is completely free. It's completely free to use your federal taxes on there. Now, if you're doing your state taxes, they do charge for that, but again, federal taxes are completely free. And yeah, just in general, I know this stuff is difficult to talk about. Yeah, just in general, I know this stuff is difficult to talk about, but I do think it's really important to talk about. Because we gotta remember that we can get through this. We can get through this, and one of the ways we stop this from getting worse is by making our voices heard. The Suma says, I did already. I H&R block. Ah, okay, gotcha. The Sleeper says, also Free Tax USA's rates for doing local taxes is pretty cheap. I think they only charged me $12 last year. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, she is not happy. Okay. Yeah, she is not happy. Well, then again, no one here is happy. Even my character's probably not happy, considering they've died over 300 times. Okay, and now let me... Okay, we're gonna go this way. And... Also, dang, hey, this is also not a good subject to talk about, but I think I have to because of, I was just starting to get into these games, but dang, what the heck is happening to Yakuza Kiwami 3? Or what the heck is happening to Yakuza, the series in general? For those who haven't heard, it was they were they brought in an actor with to play a specific character for the remake of Yakuza 3 they're making, and that actor has multiple cases of sexual assault. I guess and people rightfully so got angry at them, and the Yakuza devs' response was no, we wanted this character to feel really scummy, so we thought the best way to make this character feel like a scumbag was to have him be played by a scumbag. Which is just that's just kind of even worse than if they hadn't known, like if they hadn't known, or just like somehow didn't know about the allegations. That they knew about the allegations and were like, oh no, we heard that he was an awful person and thought he was the right person for the job. Oh, I can dodge past that? I don't know how I got past that game. But dang it, okay, no. That was death number 10 this stream. Yeah, also apparently, in addition to that, they like, from what I'm hearing, like the original version of Yakuza 3 had like 100 sub-stories, and Kiwami 3 has like only 31. And it turns out they took out, and from what I'm hearing, it looks like they took out a lot of people's favorite sub-stories in that game. Including the one where Kiryu shows support to a trans woman. So, yeah, that is... And to make it even worse, it's like, if you want Yakuza 3, better... Like, they're taking... Like, Sega's delisting the original version, so you have to get Kiwami 3 unless you, like... Unless you just pirate the original version. Which, yeah, if I do end up playing, basically because of all this, I'm not, like, I was having a great time with Yakuza 0, and I had a good time with Kiwami 1, but I'm not sure I want to continue with the series. Like, I was looking forward to playing more of the games, but, like, gosh, we had... Sleep says, I've heard that the Dark Ties story also contradicts Yakuza 4, which at least hints that Kiwami 4 should have it, but who the heck knows? So, I did see an announcement, like, earlier today, that was, like, apparently this is the last Kiwami, like, according to the team working on it, like, one of the directors working on it, Kiwami 3 is going to be the last Kiwami, is going to be the last Yakuza Kiwami game, and instead they're going to, like, do something else. Like, I'm hearing multiple varying reports, but from what I'm hearing multiple varying reports, but from what I'm hearing, there's rumors that they're planning that if they do remake Yakuza 4, they're gonna, like, try to change the story up to bring it more in line with, like, the changes they made in, like, Yakuza 3 Kiwami's, or Yakuza Kiwami 3's story. Yeah, dang. And I didn't realize this because I was like, I didn't realize this, but people have been, from seeing some of my friends talk about this online, it's like they were saying that there were kind of signs of this beforehand, of, like, problems happening with these games. Because, well, basically, Yakuza's been, like, having a yearly release schedule, and I thought that was, like, okay, I thought that was doing well, because they had, like, a main series game, and then release one year, and then, like a remake or a spin-off release another year. But as people are pointing out, no, they're actually, like, basically, because Yakuza's been, like, Yakuza's kind of becoming, like, the franchise for Sega, they've been making them do all these projects, which which doesn't justify their awful inclusion of like the sexual assaulter as an actor in one of as like giving him a role in one of these games. But it does explain some of the other problems that are people like some. I rarely check reviews for video games now, but I got curious, so I was looking into some of the Kiwami 3 reviews, and apparently it's like the game is like really buggy and glitchy. It's got a lot of technical problems with it, and so I'm guessing what's happening is because of like having so many projects at once is starting to get to them. It's starting to get to the devs because they were making like Kiwami 3, and they're making that Project Century game. Which I forgot the name of that. But I know it's got a new name now. And they're working on the new Virtua Fighter game, which dang. After how Kiwami 3's go, Sleep says something heaven. I think it's Stranger Than Heaven. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly. It's, dang. All the momentum's kind of been sucked out for Stranger Than Heaven and that new Virtua Fighter. Just because of how this has been going. I don't think this is as bad as a goodwill. I don't think this is as bad a goodwill burning situation as the build-up to City of the Wolves, which might go down. But however, you'd have to try very hard to have like a worse build-up to the like. You would have to try intentionally to burn up all your goodwill as quickly and as completely as SNK did for City of the Wolves. Second Respawn says, can't say it, but I just want to wish you good luck. We're all counting on you. Thanks, Second Respawn. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. And just want to say before you go, make sure to contact your representatives and senators, and make sure to stop and ask them to not approve of internet censorship bills, and also contact Discord and tell them to not approve of, and tell them that you don't want age verification because it doesn't work. And it can, and if they implement it, it will just lead to people's identities getting leaked. Or they're. Second Respawn says, yeah, that's some fuck shit. Hold on, I'm gonna post the bad internet bills link that I posted again. I'm gonna share that again. I'm gonna try to get in the habit of saying this like every stream because this is really important. If you need help figuring out like how to contact your senators and representatives, that's a really good resource. Second Respawn says, thanks, Sleep Sweet Hunter's beating good. Yeah, I know. Sorry to hit you with that. Well, I would say I'm sorry to hit you with that right as you're about to leave the stream, but again, I do think this is really important. Second Response is noted. We'll check this out. Alright, and again, have a good rest of your day. Sleep says, I can play a scumbag character and I'm not a sex offender. It's also just a weird decision because there are so many voice actors. There are so many voice actors who could do a great job at playing a scumbag character who are not awful people. Sleep says, in potentially more exciting news, there's a 1-hour stay to play on your next stream, Brawl. It even goes live when you do. I did see that, and I am excited for. I did see that, and I am excited for that, because something that happened like right before the stream is that something that happened like late last night. late last night was like the Steam page for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls got updated to like say it was like it would have like it's gonna have 20 characters at launch and like describe the game more, and then it got like that update got quickly like taken down, which means it accidentally happened. And what it also means is that, oh well, this is not certain, but what it probably means is that new state of play might have a little more info about Tokon Fighting Souls. So this Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. No, Sleepless. Kingdom Hearts 4 won't happen until I finally make myself sit down and replay through all the Kingdom Hearts games. And then, like, once I've done that and said, haha, finally I can put Kingdom Hearts to rest, I've finally done it and played through all these games. Like, 300 hours of stream time later, then the very next day, Kingdom Hearts 4 will be announced. Will be, like, a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 will come out. Although if they do announce, like, if they do reveal more information or maybe even a release date for Kingdom Hearts 4 to, like, on Thursday, that will mean I will have to move up my plans for, like, when I'm gonna do that Kingdom Hearts replay, that retrospective, because I have to do that before Kingdom Hearts 4. Also, I was talking about how y'all might see some... I was talking in the last stream about how y'all might be seeing some more... There's some things I've been working on that are basically like a cross between like a video essay and like a PowerPoint presentation. Because like that's kind of what's happening with the handheld horror showcase. I'm basically making a presentation. In addition to like getting gameplay footage, I'm making a presentation because I found a lot more games and a lot more info about a bunch of these games than I was expecting. I was also thinking of doing that. Well, I've also got two more ideas for that. One is maybe just like doing one of these presentations about like tokusatsu reference in video game, like the most insane or obscure tokusatsu references in video games. Because I keep joking about like how everything you love, if you like watch anime or like play video games made in Japan, everything you love is like was in some way inspired by a tokusatsu. But I'm thinking of like maybe doing a presentation where I just show some of the crazier examples of that, because even me, the person who's made that joke, has found examples recently where I would have never expected that, but as soon as I found out, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. So there's that rumor running around claiming that there's a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake coming with Deep Jungle set replaced for Jungle Book. I don't think it's real, but it's the rumor. I have heard about that rumor. Yeah, I did hear about that rumor. I'm not sure about... I really don't see, like... I don't see that happening for a couple of reasons. One, because, like, if you're gonna be... If I'm Square Enix, if I'm the side of Square Enix that has a brain, then I'd be thinking, okay, if we're making a new Kingdom Hearts project, we have to have Tetsuya Nomura working on this, because he's still here. And this is the series he's been primarily... Like, this is the thing he's been primarily involved with. But... that means Tetsuya Nomura is going to have to split his time between the FF7 remake trilogy, which is a lot of work, and the new Kingdom Hearts projects. And looking at that, why would I add a third project on top of that of a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake when he's already supposed to be doing like Kingdom Hearts 4 in addition to Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3? Also, I'm not against like video game remakes in principle, and I've seen some ones that like I'm generally like a fan, like I'm generally actually okay with video game remakes. It depends on the situation. It's like I really take it more as a case by case basis. Like some video games getting a remake I think is a good idea, or some video game remakes I think are good ideas. Others I think are not good ideas. Kingdom Hearts is one of those where I don't think it's a good idea to try and remake Kingdom Hearts, because you could get the original Kingdom Hearts for like you could get the entire Kingdom Hearts series for like $20 on all systems. It is except for Switch. It's like it's a steal. And like, yeah, there's some parts of Kingdom Hearts that haven't aged well. There's some parts of Kingdom Hearts 1 that haven't aged well. And there's a bit of jankiness to it, but again, it still overall plays pretty well. And again, it still overall plays pretty well. There's a remaster for it that looks really good. And again, it's like $20. It's like less than $20. I really don't see like a way to justify like making the remake when you could just go get the remaster. So it says Jungle Book has been a long theorized world in Kingdom Hearts, and there supposedly was room for it in the code of BBS. So it says Nomura's role in 7R series is more or less the man at the top that gives a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and he shits out NPC design sometimes. I'm sure he does a bit more. If he's the director, I'm sure he does a little bit more than that. I know. No, I'm not saying that like he's he's doing everything. Of course, there's like a giant team of artists and writers and game designers who are working on this. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Down to like 372 lives. Gosh dang it. Okay, but yeah, I like Kingdom Hearts 4 was the. So it says, pretty sure Kitase is director. Nomura's just a project manager. Well, let me check. I thought he was the director. If not, then I've been getting my information from the wrong. And I'm getting my information from the wrong sources. Or I just forgot. Okay, Tetsuya Nomura is the director of FF7 Remake. Yoshinori Kitase is the producer. And, okay, FF7 Rebirth. Director, Tetsuya Nomura. Naoki Hamaguchi. Motomu Toriyama. Producer, Yoshinori Kitase. Okay, going back to here. Okay, and those same three directors on Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Kitase is producer on FF7 Remake. So yeah, it's the opposite Sleepless. Tetsuya Nomura is one of the directors. He's one of 3 directors on the game on the FF7 Remake games. And Kitase is the producer. Sleep says, I'm getting the producer/director across. Sleep says, Kitase is the one who's been going on the press tour for everything. Which, if he's the one going on the press tour for everything, that probably means that, yeah, Nomura is working hard. Well, I'd assume that means that Nomura is working hard on the game. Because he's not. Because he's not going on the press tour. Not to say that Kitase is not doing anything, it's just that producer's one of those roles where, well, producer is like the role where they might be doing a lot on the project, or they might not be. Okay. Come back here. Sleep says, there was a point in the 20 teams where Nomura was attached to like every project for some reason. If I don't beat him, but so yeah, okay. Since there's that state of play on Thursday, probably like the first hour of the stream will be that state of play before we'll be watching that state of play before I continue with Bloodborne. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, Like, there are a couple of there might be a couple, like, special streams where I do, like, these presentations. One of them I was going... Okay, this is one that started off as a joke, but I might end up having to do it seriously. One of these ideas I had was a joke presentation talking about how there's, like, so many tag fighters coming out. There's, like, so many tag fighters coming out in recent years. Like, in the past year, we've gotten, like, 5 new tag fighters announced or released. I might seriously have to do that because, well, I was gonna make that joke that's like, yes, the beginning of I've basically been making a joke of calling this whole, like, era Tagoku Jidai, like the warring state period for tag fighters, because there's all these different, like, tag fighting games that are, like, either releasing or being announced after the big, like, resurgence of interest in Marvel vs. Capcom. I might... That was meant to be a joke. I might have to do that a bit. I might have to do that and, like, make it a bit more serious because, like, updates keep happening for this. I wasn't intending for this to become, like, to be, like, discussing what has happened, like, discussing what has happened to these games, but it might, or, like, discussing, like, I was intending it to be, like, a really big joke, but it might actually have to end up being kind of serious, because it was, like, like, one of these big contenders that I was going to mention, we might already be seeing, like, in its last stages, because it was announced, like, yesterday that, like, 2XKO, the League of Legends fighting game, is, like, a huge portion of its staff's been laid off, because Riot said the game hasn't met expectations. Which, that's clearly... Really, it seems like that's clearly just a problem with Riot Games. Which is to be expected. From what I've heard, Riot is an awful company. But it seems like, yeah, Riot was like, what do you mean our free-to-play game where we would have to make up all the cost of, like, a $60, like, game? We would have to make up the same amount of money as, like, fighting games that are sold for at least $60. We're gonna have to make all that up in skins. Or, like, cosmetics. What do you mean we're not gonna be able to make back that money? So yeah, it sounds like this is clearly a case of Riot being Riot. But if that's the case, then dang, 2XKO, it just released, like, recently, so it might already be going down. I'm not saying that, like, the game's guaranteed to die, but this isn't, like, the game's gonna die and it will be dead before the end of the year, but, like, this is not a good sign. Sleep says, which game? 2XKO, the League of Legends fighting game. Sleep says, Highguard? Oh no, not Highguard. I've actually not seen really anything related to the, like, attention given, like, the bashing of Highguard. But basically, Sleepless, it was announced yesterday that, like, 2XKO, the team working on 2XKO, Riot's laying off, like, a huge number of their team members because Riot says 2XKO hasn't met sales expectations. The game's only been, like, out for, like, a month. It has not been out for that long. So Riot just immediately cutting the game's support off. Well, they're not immediately cutting the game's support off, but they are downsizing by a huge amount. That's really not a good sign. Every time I get caught by that first scythe swing, I try to dodge out of the way of the second or third, but I just can't get away enough time, and then I get caught. I try to dodge, every time I get hit by that first scythe swing, I try to dodge out of the way of the second, and then I get caught by that, because I'm not fast enough. And then I try to dodge out of the way of the third, and then I get caught by that because I'm not fast enough. Sleep says, it's almost like people don't, it's almost like Riot doesn't actually understand people don't like League of Legends, and the LoL group doesn't have the time to learn a fighting game. That is one of the things I saw, that, like, one of the things that I was actually hurting 2XKO's perception is that it was a League of Legends fighting game. So it says, people liked Arcane until it just dove off a cliff plot-wise. But they liked Arcane, not League. Yeah, I think we brought this up before, and I think I mentioned this during this, but from what I've seen, I have not seen Arcane, but from what I've heard, it seems like instead of Arcane rehabilitating, like, League of Legends, like, it seems like at first, Arcane was starting to... Okay, it seems like Arcane was trying to rehabilitate League of Legends' image, but what actually ended up happening is that as people kept watching Arcane and were really enjoying it, they saw more, and then because of that, they found out more about League of Legends, and, like, in the process of finding out more about League of Legends through Arcane, they then started to like Arcane less. Me here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'll have to try this again. It's about... Okay, so we're about halfway through the stream. I'm gonna keep trying this. Trying this, but I am not doing well against this guy. Granted, I have been distracted talking about a bunch of different things, but they were all things I wanted to talk about. So season 1 of Arcane was pretty good. Setting the plot in Piltover and Zun was great. Zun was a great idea. Since you had the dichotomy of the upper city gleaming and shining with technological prowess, and the under city fueled by a mad science. So it's just that Riot was done funding the show after like 3 episodes of season 2 and made it so they had to tie up everything in 6 episodes. Oh, which is crazy, which is insane considering like how highly reviewed Arcane season 1 was. Like that was being considered one of the best. So and if you know about Promised Neverland, you know that it doesn't end well. But like, that seems crazy considering that like Arcane was one of like the highest, like one of the most highest praised video game adaptations when season 1 released. I really wish I could push him off the roof. Is that possible? Because if so, I'm gonna try for it. Just push him off the roof. I know he can fly, but actually that would be pretty fun. That actually would be a pretty fun thing if you push him off the roof and then he just flies up. He activates season 2 and flies up. Super says, but yeah, so Arcane fans won't check out 2XKO. League fans won't check out 2XKO. And the ones who did try out the game gave it more or less middling reviews, so normies were interested in trying it out. Redhead over on YouTube says, gravity. Super says, I think there's only 2 bosses at all of From you can kill with fall damage on purpose. Darn it. From what I've seen, it probably didn't help that it was a tag fighter with only 10 characters like at launch. Although they did start quickly adding more fighters. So says bosses get invisible walls for some reason. We know the reason. Well, I mean, I know the reason. FromSoft won't let you kill bosses in such a cheap way. That would. But they'll let you kill them in other cheap ways. Right. Which. Speaking of, okay, it was announced that, like, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is going to have, like, a 20-character roster at launch. I'm curious how that's going to work, because it's, like, Tokon's, like, a 4v4 fighter. I guess they're going to, like, heavily expect people to, like, mix and match characters to make, like, teams. So they're kind of fully expecting people to maybe, like, both players to use, like, at least one of the same character. So let's go. Slim says, I did hear that you could play 2XKO co-op though, even online. I did. That was one thing working. That actually is something else I saw because I was watching a bit of Frosty Faustings on like around the end of January and like start of December, the end of January, start of February. And they were like, they had the like 2XKO, they had the 2XKO championships, and as part of that, there would be duos of people that would show up, and they'd be entered as like, so you'd have there were some matches where it'd be like one person controlling 2 characters versus 2 people controlling 1 character, versus like a team of 2 people controlling 1 character. So it's like, if I want to play Kate and you want to play Jinx, we could lobby together and play against another person / pair. I mean, if I was playing 2XKO, I'm sure you already know what character I'd be playing. While I'm fighting this, Sleepless, keep guessing characters, and we'll see how many tries it takes you to guess which one. You got it in 2, Sleepless. Says, yeah, that tracks. Besides, like, the characters that were heavily advertised... So, besides, like, the lead characters that were heavily advertised from Arcane, which is, like, Kate, V, and, like, Jinx, the only characters of League of Legends I know are, like, Eloy, because, of course, I know about her, and, Poppy, whatever their halfling race is in League. That girl who's got like a giant hammer. Because small girl with giant hammer is always a peak character. I can't believe he missed that. God damn. Sleep says yordles. Yeah, them. Okay, I'm gonna give this like 1 or 2 more tries, and I'm gonna probably go somewhere else. We're reaching the point I've reached with some other I'm reaching the point I've reached with some other bosses where after fighting so long, I'm just like, this just isn't. I'm perfectly fine with just leaving this boss alone. I'm perfectly fine with just leaving this and maybe coming back and doing it later, like I did with the Bloodstar Beast. And I don't want to try to go online and ask... I don't want to go to try online and maybe invite another player to help me out, because... I don't want to try to go online and maybe invite another player to help me out, because, like... With how awful my internet's been lately, going online isn't reliable. Like, the stream could disconnect, and then not only would that mean that I'd have to reconnect the stream, but it would also boot me out of the game. Redhead says he is one of the harder bosses in the game. Yeah, we're gonna give this... Okay, I'm at 369 lives. I'm gonna give this, like, 2 more tries, and then after that I'm gonna try to go somewhere else. And I'd be willing to come back and fight him later, but I definitely think I need more health and more stamina. Sleep says, technically speaking, this whole place is optional. I mean, I figured. I kind of figured, no, actually, y'all already told me that, because, yeah, y'all already told me that when I first got here. Sleep says, you got the thing I wanted you to get out of it, the outfit. You had me fight my way through this castle full of ghost ladies and gargoyle men just to get an outfit with a cravat, just to get a shirt with a cravat. I mean, I get it, totally understandable, but still. Sleep says yes. Because fashion, you know, I totally get it, really. Yeah, not even saying it's a bad thing. I do wish they had, like, a maybe better hat to match with it, because, like, the tiny hat you get from the Knight set, that's, like, the only part of this Knight set I don't like is the tiny hat. Simpsons Fashion Souls is the true endgame. Which is funny, because there's usually not a lot of options for, like, what to wear. Well, I mean, there are some options, but a lot of it's just, like... A lot of it is, like, at least in Dark Souls 1, like, standard fantasy armor. Or standard medieval fantasy armor. Except for, like, a couple of outfits that are unique. And I mean, this one, there's, like... This does have some good clothing, like this outfit I'm wearing, and, like, the iconic hunter set, but a lot of the clothing is really just, like, a lot of the clothing in this game really feels just, like, slightly different takes on the hunter set. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Try this one more time, and then I'm gonna go somewhere else. Let's see, as far as where I could go back to Yahar Ghul. Yeah, I could go back to Yahar Ghul and continue through there. I could finally start the DLC. Or I could return to the Nightmare Frontier. Sleeps is gonna look well, I gotta finish eating, then I'm catching up with my buddy. Sure, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. Just want to say, though, for those watching, a reminder that this is a Donathon, so I'm currently playing with this with a limited number of lives, and every dollar donated will add more lives. So if you're able to, please consider donating, because again, every single dollar donated will add another life, and it will count towards these donation goals. So, if you're watching on Twitch, subs, bits, and gift subs do help. But if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, direct donations help me out a lot more, because I'll receive the money you donate immediately instead of having to wait for like a month and a half to get it. So if you're able to, please consider donating. If you're able to, please consider donating. If you're not able to or don't feel like donating, that's fine. And thank you for watching. I'm going to give this one more try, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to go. I'm not sure about returning to the Nightmare Frontier, because I feel like I'm just going to get killed repeatedly by those two hunters there that I was fighting. So that kind of leaves my options. That kind of leaves my options as Yahar Ghul or starting the DLC. Oh my gosh, dang it. Okay, I took too long. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I took too long. And I ended up attracting more of their attention than I was expecting. Okay, let's go up here. I guess I'll try... I don't know. This does do a lot of damage to him, but... My real problem is I'm able to... Okay, I'm at the point where I'm able to consistently, like, beat his first phase. Then when he gets to his second phase, then I start having a lot of trouble. Because I'm unable... The main reason I was using this sword is because I could actually stun him, like I could hit him out of his, I could knock him out of his attack animations, but I'm not able to do that in the second phase. Okay. Try going up here again. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one more try, and then after... Gonna give this one more try, and if I lose to him this time, I'm gonna probably go somewhere else. I'll just have to decide where. Either Yahar'gul or actually start the DLC. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go somewhere else. But where to go to? Yeah, where to go to? Okay, so do I return to Yahar'gul? Or do I start the DLC? I guess let me go. Well, you know, I'll let y'all decide. Do I go? Let me first return to the Hunter's Dream. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll let y'all vote on where y'all'd like me to go. I'm not feeling like returning to the Nightmare Frontier. Although, you know, actually, okay, I will go there in case y'all want. If y'all want me to go to the Nightmare Frontier, I will. So I will add that in there. Okay, I'm going to start that poll, and then I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to take a short break, and when I get back, wherever that poll ends up deciding me to go, I'll go there. The poll's on Twitch, by the way. I can't really do polls on YouTube, unfortunately. But, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so the poll ended up voting for Yahar Ghul, so we're gonna Yahar Ghul go over there. Wait, no, not here. Yahar Ghul, okay, here? I think this was the right one. Okay, we got about an hour and a half left in the stream, so I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday with more Bloodborne. I'm going to start off the stream by watching that state of play that's going to be happening on Thursday. Jeez. Yeah, I'm going to start off the stream by watching that state of play that's going to be happening on Thursday. And then after the state of play, I'm going to return to playing more Bloodborne. Okay, this doesn't look like a place I can open. Alright, so I'm going to... Time to finally explore this area. I took a bunch of different detours, but yeah, time to finally explore this area, see what's around here. Okay. Actually, let me switch to this. That sounds like one of those that sounds like one of those tentacles. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Gosh dang. Can I get them? What's that ringing? Oh gosh dang it. Okay, so either that amygdala is attacking me like as soon as I get trying to attack me from a far enough range, or it'll grab at anyone that gets close to it. I'm hoping it's the latter, but I'm guessing it's the former. Hello. That is such a loud noise. Jeez. Alright, is there... Okay, a bloodstone chunk. I could use that to upgrade my weapon. I don't want to go down... Let me not go down here just yet. Let me see what's around down here. Oh. Yeah, that is such a loud noise. Looks like there's another rifleman there. Wait. Fredhead says, do you hear the bell ringing? I do indeed. I gotta keep an eye out because those guys will respawn. Fredhead says that's the key to getting through this area. Okay, good to know. Yeah, okay. I guess one of them. Okay, no, they're standing over there. But I'm gonna have to... They're probably gonna try to grab me as I... No? Okay. Device is not currently operational. Okay. So that's a shortcut. I'm gonna have to open up. So I'm gonna have to go through that area. I'm gonna have to go through this area where there's all these hunters at. Well, what the... Oh, they all respawn. Okay. Oh, that just barely missed me. Okay, I wonder if they only respawn once or they respawn every so often. Okay. Oh, they're reaching all the way over there. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they'll just keep respawning. Gosh. They keep freaking respawning. Dang it. Okay, I gotta run. Hello. Okay, it's a doorway through there. Oh. You. Okay. Maybe that'll stop them from respawning? Well... Mensis ritual must be stopped lest we all become beasts. Good to know. Okay, maybe the ringing of the bell. Yeah, maybe the ringing of the bells was causing them to respawn, and so causing those hunters to respawn. And now that I've killed her, they won't. I was actually thinking it was the amygdala that was causing them to respawn. Oh gosh. What the hell are those noises? Okay, actually just standing there. Redhead says, and they also get weaker once the bell ringer dies. Ah, good to know. Okay, there's two. Oh, no. It's not open from this side. Okay, so I have to go this way. Uh-oh. Don't like that. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, dearie dear. Well, okay then. Okay. I'm gonna briefly go back to the to the Hunter's Dream and see if I can maybe upgrade some things. Now I'm gonna have to fight my way through all these hunters because there's no way that I could like, with all them with that huge group of them, and them all be with that huge group of them being around, and all of them being with that huge group of them being around, and all of them being able to respawn, as long as the woman who's ringing the bell, the bell ringer's alive, then yeah, it's gonna be impossible to run through there. Okay, I don't have enough bloodstone chunks. I'll have to repair this pretty soon. What about blood gem fortification? Is there any that'd be better here? Warm blood, just so blood tinge scaling. Okay, what about this one? Physical attack with 7. Okay, there's a lot of good ones. Tempering blood gemstone. Add slow poison effect plus 1.6. That would be really good. I mean, it's going to build up slowly, but if I could somehow build it up, that would be useful. Especially if it'll also work against bosses. So let me check my weapons here. Okay, 113 plus 55, 102 plus 84. So that actually should have pretty high damage now. Still not as much as Ludwig's Holy Blade, but quite a bit. Okay, do we have any items I want to use? Vile blood register. Nope. Okay, Right, I can't equip this just yet. I need to have higher blood tinge. Like a lot higher blood tinge. Yargul Iron Helm. You know what? Let me equip this Iron Helm. Let's see how good it is. Not that good, apparently. I mean, it's a nice looking helmet, but yeah, it looks like it's it looks like its stats aren't really that good. Yeah, kind of like every single piece of like hat I have, it kind of has better stats than it. Alright, wait, can I go back? Oh, okay, I can go back here, even though I'm offline. I can go back here if I wanted to. Right, is there anything else I need before I go back out there? Materials, no, I've got... Okay, I've still got about like 109 blood vials stored up. Rifle, spear, and the Tonitrus are stored up here. Maybe... Okay, I don't think I'm going to use these, but maybe let me grab them and see if I can upgrade them. Just in case I decide to use them later. I don't think I will. I'm pretty good with, like, sticking with Blade of Mercy and the, Bloodrig's Holy Sword. But, I mean, if I've got the... Well, I was about to say, if I did have... Well, okay, I've got enough Bloodstone chunks, so I could upgrade this. I just need to get enough Blood Echoes. Okay, let me... Yeah, store that. Store that. Wait, workshop right-hand weapons, church right-hand weapons, vile blood right-hand weapons. Okay, so those are actually... There actually are different types of weapons. Or I guess really like different affiliations. Alright. Then... Now let me save up my insight. Okay, I'll go back out there, since I can kind of build up blood echoes pretty quickly if I fight more of those hunters. Let me build up some blood echoes and then try to upgrade Ludwig's Holy Blade, since I do use that quite a bit. Yeah, I do use Ludwig's Holy Blade quite a bit. Not as... Blade of Mercy is still my main weapon, but the Holy Blade makes a good secondary weapon. For me. Actually, this might be a good opportunity to use the blade. Yeah, because of that wide swing, because of the wide swing it's got, and the huge amount of damage it can do, it might be a good opportunity. Or not. Could be a terrible time to use it. Could get me killed in like 2 hits. Could be the worst potential time to use it. Could be that I was a fool for even considering it. Respawn some of them. I think. I thought it would. Okay. Huh. I thought it was going to. Okay, yep, there they are. At least I could use this to kind of build up more blood echo, more blood vials and bullets. Oh, and okay, so I mentioned what Thursday is going to be. It's going to be more Bloodborne, and then also watching the State of Play. Sunday, and then of course I'll be back on Sunday, and that'll be... Sunday will be me playing more God Hand. Okay. Alright, so we got about, less than an hour and a half. Again, if anyone's, this is a challenge run where I'm basically playing Bloodborne with a limited number of lives. So if you'd like to see this playthrough continue longer, please consider donating, because every dollar donated will add more lives and will add more lives, meaning I have to keep playing this. So yeah, if you're able to, please consider donating, either through bits, subs, gift subs, or direct donations. Now, just if you are considering donating, direct donations help me out. Direct donations to my PayPal help me out the most, because I'll receive the money you donate immediately instead of having to wait like a month and a half for it. So if you're able to, please consider donating. If you're not able to or don't feel like it, that's totally fine. And thank you for watching. You know what? Actually, let me see. This might be enough to upgrade the Holy Blade. Let me just go back before I die again. I wonder if this means... You know, I wonder then if this means... If those other hunters are respawning because some lady's ringing a bell, I wonder if that means that somewhere far off there's some lady ringing a bell for every time I die, and that's how I'm respawning. Okay, use... Yep. Okay, that's good. So 180 plus 108, that's like over... It's like 288 damage. And then this should be about 108 plus 92, so that's like 110, that's about 200 damage. 200 physical attack, 54 arcane attack, which I'm not sure how that adds together, if that just stacks on top of each other. I guess I'll upgrade this one as well. Actually, wait, no, hold on. That's not the damage I have now. This is the damage that I would get if I can upgrade it again. So, no, I don't... This doesn't do 200 attack. I'll have to check that in my stats. So... Okay. This one currently does 113 plus 55. So that's about 168. This does 102 plus 84. That's 186. And I'm guessing... I'm not sure if, like, the arcane attack adds on top of that, which if it does... That would be up to about 230 damage. This is 170 plus 97, so that's basically, like, 260... Yeah, 267. And then that's... These two... Yeah, if these two stack on top of each other, that's 220... That's 269, 271. So it actually does a little more damage than this. Oh, let me see if I can actually repair some of the weapons I have. Repair that. No. Alright. Okay, I guess let me go back out there. See how far I can get. Yeah, I've got a little over an hour left, so let me see how far I can get. Can I just try running past them? I don't think it's... No, I don't think it's gonna work. Well, I didn't think that running past, like, the ghost ladies would work. But I was able to. Maybe I should get that flamethrower. That might be really helpful right now. Ah, damn it. Do you mind? Oh, okay. So I got hit with frenzy while I was being held there, and while I was stuck there, the guy with the one of the rifle guys just headshot me while I had no health left. Okay, you know what? I don't know if this is gonna work. I am gonna try running past. Let me just see if I can just run past him. See how well this will work. she go? Wait, why's she not there? Seriously, where's she at? Surprised how well I am actually kind of surprised that running past them just actually did kind of work. Oh, there you are. I wonder. So okay, so something has to happen for them to appear. They might be invisible like the ghost ladies. Okay, that's all of them I'll kill. I don't want to get caught by that amygdala again. Redhead over on YouTube says rip. I'm guessing that's for when I got headshot. Which, unfortunately, I don't think resting in peace is an option as long as I'm playing this game. I think that's the last thing that happens to any person, any character. I think that's the last thing that happens to anyone playing this game. Yeah, I know. Actually, here. Dang it. I kept trying to parry them and it didn't work. Yeah, I kept trying to parry them and it didn't work. Alright. Chris says, ouch. Well. Yeah, might as well just run past him again. It's all your fault. I'll mess up your brain. Okay, so I am actually getting kind of shocked. I am kind of shocked just how often lately that just running past all the enemies, actually works. I guess because once I've gone through here like once or twice, I was like, I know that it takes a little bit of time for the enemies to react to my presence, and then I can use that kind of second where they're like, wait, what the heck? To just rush past them before they can start attacking. So I can use the game giving me a little bit of time. Or like, yeah, a little bit of time to my benefit. I'm gonna try this again. So I've lost like 23 lives this stream. My goodness. Most of those to Ligarius. Oh, there's Makos. Ah, darn. I didn't equip any Molotovs. I didn't equip my Molotovs. Okay, I gotta get through here quickly. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I gotta get through here quickly before... Uh-oh. Okay, where do I go from here? Is this not where I'm supposed to... Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, so I basically just need to run through here until I can find... Oh, hello.
Away! Away!
Yeah, they could definitely still... Okay, that actually... Oh, that's good. That's very helpful, actually. Yeah, I just gotta... Basically need to try to run past any of the enemies try to run past the enemies as quickly as I can until I find the bell ringer and then get rid of them. Then after that, after I do get rid of her, it does look like there's like a little brief moment where like the enemies are like stunned a little bit, and then I can use that to like start to like maybe get away from any that were rushing after me. And like start fighting back and like start getting rid of them. Okay, where do I go from? Oh, wait. Okay, I need to go back through here. Let me actually check my items. Do I have? I've got the hand lantern. Is this? Oh, okay. This here's that door that was just there. Let me keep the... Yeah, let me keep the torch on, though, just because it is really dark in here. And I don't have many bullets left. Okay, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. I'm not liking the noises I'm hearing from these things. I'm not liking the noises I'm hearing around here. Though, to be fair, there are few noises in Bloodborne I have liked hearing. You know, we'll try going... Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh. Oh. It's you guys. Okay, so everyone's just showing up here. Got him. Dang. This guy's been freaking everywhere. Gosh. Alright, where's that lady with the bell? What the hell? What the? Oh. What the? How the heck am I supposed to get through all this? Princess, run! I'm trying! Okay, I guess the amygdala's just have it out for me now. Yeah, I'm assuming the amygdala's have it out for me now. Okay, let's go this way. Alright. Where's that person ringing the bell? Are they around here? Also, what's with all the people in? What's all the people with the brain with the head cages? And why do I feel? Oh, you know what? I'm probably not gonna like the answer. Just don't tell me. Oh. What's up, fucker? What's up, asshole? Okay. Dang, no wonder all the hunters went. Okay. No wonder all the hunters went crazy. If they had to keep fighting all these people constantly, if they had to keep fighting people constantly. Can I knock them off? I don't want to run past them. Okay, but I guess I have to. Ah, dang it. I don't like this place. Jeez, if I stay down here, I have to deal with the Gatling gunner. If I go up there, I have to deal with that I have to deal with the freaking laser. Okay, fine. We'll get rid of you first. Okay, I'm gonna just try running around, see if I can find that lady with the bell. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're gonna respawn, though, as long as that bell's ringing, so... Oh, okay. There's an open for that side. Ah, dang it. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay, that's not a door. Okay, I'm not seeing a door around here. I guess this is a dead end. In which case I'm just gonna go out of here. Oh my gosh. Really enjoying this, aren't you, jerk? Yeah. Okay, so I guess that was the place. Okay, I guess that was just a dead end. All I got is a tiny Tonitrus. I don't know what that does. I'm assuming it's like a miniature version of the Tonitrus I already have. Oh. Yeah, I better switch to that for right now. 60 lives remaining. Gosh, dang it. And I didn't make it to a shortcut, so I'm gonna have to... Well, I didn't find the shortcut, so I'm gonna have to go all the way back. I'm gonna have to run through that all over again. Yeah, I've lost like 24 lives in this one stream. So again, any donations we really appreciate it, because it means that I'll have more lives. Like if you're enjoying seeing me play through, go through this, please consider donating. I've got a limited number of lives here, so this will only continue. There's only... Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was about to say is that this will once I run out of lives, this playthrough's gonna end, so if you're able to, please consider donating, because that's how this will keep going. Guys here. They didn't seem to spawn though, so I guess let me just go through here again. Gosh dang it, okay. Yeah, so it doesn't... So yeah, if I can run through here... So killing that second bell ringer isn't too difficult. But I still need to find the third one. Okay, you know what? Let me just... Okay, that didn't work. I tried to grab my blood echoes, but that didn't work. Fuck, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. Okay, we got about... Yeah, we got less than an hour left. I gotta find some way to get through this. Yeah, I gotta find some way to get through this. This is... Okay. Try his running method again. Uh-oh. Oh, no you don't. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been talking that much. I haven't been talking that much in the recent attempts. I've just been trying to get through here without... I'm just trying to survive. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, I haven't been talking much just because I've been trying to survive here. Okay. I made it through there. Now I need to get through here. So, let me find a place to... Okay, first let me grab my blood echoes, then... Now that I've got my blood echoes, let me see if there's an exit out of here I can run to. Yeah, let me see. Gotta keep an eye out, because those... Okay, they notice me from far away, and they come running. Ow. Yeah, those enemies notice me from far away, and they come running. Okay. Anyway, I can run through here. Ow. Nope. What the hell? Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, I have lost, like... I have lost about over 25 lives tonight. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Hunter stream. And to make sure, okay, I've accomplished a little in this game. But I think I'm gonna need some... Now, I think I'm gonna need a little bit of a boost. So I'm gonna go back to this here one more time. I'm gonna go back to this this Chalice dungeon and get some more blood echoes to level up, because I'm not gonna get enough from running through there. I'll keep throwing myself into the wood chipper, or I'll keep throwing myself into the eldritch laser ridden firebomb slinging grinder, but I'd like a little more health. I'd like to try to last a little bit longer. Oh, hey, Bradish Carey, welcome in. If you're just coming in, welcome in. I'll be back with... we've got like less than an hour left in the stream, but I'll be back with... more Bloodborne. I'll be back with more Bloodborne on Thursday, and I'll be also watching the State of Play that's releasing on Thursday. Oh my gosh. And then I'll be back on Sunday with more God Hand. I was also... Okay, I was saying this earlier tonight, and I'm going to say it again. Well, there's a couple of things I've been saying earlier tonight, but I'm going to say them again. You know, I'm going to go back there and get some more... Yeah, I'm going to go back there one more time. But for starters, so I got an update on my work schedule at this new job I got hired by, and it's actually a little more complicated than I originally thought it'd be. So I know I just started a new stream schedule. Like last week. But when I start this job, I'm going to have to change it to a different stream schedule, because I'm going to be... My first 6 to 8 weeks of the job are training. And that training is going to be from like... that's going to be from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So I'm going to have to change... So even though I'll be doing training, I'm going to have to change up the stream schedule, because I can't start the streams at 4 if I can't start Tuesday and Thursday streams at 4 if I'm not going to be leaving work until about like 5:30. So I'm gonna have to change the stream schedule then, and I'm gonna have to change the stream schedule again, because after that training period, I'm gonna switch over to my regular working hours, which are gonna be Wednesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and then Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Oh wait, no. Let me not go back there again. Okay, let me level up a bit.
What is it? Very well. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
And then the other thing I wanted to say, this was something I wanted to bring to people's attention. So, it was announced yesterday Rash Carry says full-time job. Yes, I was saying this in the Discord and on stream that yeah, I ended up getting hired for a full-time job. It doesn't pay that well, and its hours are a bit weird, but it is a remote job, so I can work it. So I can start working it, build up enough money to where I can move out of my parents' house, and then I can build up enough money to where I can move out of my parents' house, and then just get right back to working it. Like I won't have to. I can work it from anywhere, so I can really take my time, so I can really like think hard about where I'd like to move to. Okay, actually, yeah, I guess. Okay, no, I'll upgrade that one. There. Let's see how this looks.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
And then the other things I wanted to mention were, okay, if you didn't hear about this, yesterday Discord announced that they're going to start implementing like age verification through like using government ID or photo ID, or like having to submit a picture of yourself. And so I wanted to say to anyone watching this that if you can, take the time to go to Discord's like community Discord support, where you can get like their Discord support where you can contact them and tell them that this is a terrible idea, because already the attempts by many sites to like add age verification, it's not been good. People have been able to easily get past it. And it really doesn't actually like it doesn't help like keep people safe like the people implementing say it do. What it actually does, it just ends up censoring part of the internet, and it puts people's private information at risk. Because if there's a website, if there's a leak, an information leak on the website, like Discord had back in October of last year, that's a lot of people's government IDs or their like pictures of themselves, like fully available, pictures attached to their like to their username or full name, freely available. So yeah, when you get the chance, please go to Discord support and tell them why this is a bad idea. Also, have to bring this up again. If you live in America, make sure to contact your representatives and senators, because they're trying to push through these bills to keep kids safe. I'm putting that in quotes because they're not actually about keeping kids safe. They're about censoring the internet. So if you can, make sure to. I use the website badinternetbills.com. Highly recommend it. This will help you. Like, if you're not sure how to contact your senators, representatives, or like what to say, you can use this to do so, and I highly recommend doing so. And tell them that telling them to not support bills like COSA, and also to keep Section 230 safe, and to basically not allow internet censorship. I'm trying to get in the habit of mentioning this every stream because it's a very important thing, and while being in America is pretty bad right now, one of the ways that we can try to make things better is knowing. One of the ways you can make things better is knowing that you have a voice, and that you do have a voice that you could use to try and talk to your representative, to your congresspeople. Because we can and have been able to basically get enough voices yelling at them to we have been able to get enough voices talking to them to convince them to do the right thing. Brashy Carey says, as someone with a grad degree in tech security, that's a security threat. They're only as strong as their next data breach. As someone who worked a couple years of IT, I can tell you that's a big security threat. That's thousands of people's personal information that can be just easily accessed on a site that has already had data leaks. Okay, I guess... I don't think I can fortify anything, so let me just try to go back there and try to make that run again. Yeah, I'm going to try to make that run again. I am... Well, I have made a little bit of progress in running through here. It's just I keep dying constantly while trying to get through this. Yeah, Radish Chicanery, in case you didn't hear the story I was telling in earlier streams about how I got this job. What happened is that back on the last not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before that. So the last days of January, I was helping my parents prepare the house that I was formerly staying in. We basically visited the house I was formerly staying in, because now that I've moved out of that house, they want to start getting ready to prepare to sell it. And so we spent the day working at that house, working on the house. But we didn't finish everything we wanted to. So they asked me if I could come back later the following week on this past Wednesday to come go back to the house and keep working on some things. And I said I'd be fine doing that. Yeah, I said I'd be fine doing that, but I jokingly told them, but y'all know now that we're planning this day where I'm gonna be away from my computer for the whole day. That's gonna be the day that I get a job that one of the jobs I applied to calls me back with an interview or hires me. So on Monday of last week, one of the jobs I applied to called me back and said they wanted to interview me on Wednesday. And then after that happened, only a few hours after the interview, they actually called me back and said that they wanted to hire me. So, for once, my weird, game prophecy powers have actually spilled over into my real life. Or into my life, outside of video games. Can they reach me here? Oh shit. I wanted to go up and grab that thing, but they're not gonna let me. Yeah, okay, they're just... okay, I want to grab that thing, but yeah, they're not gonna let me. Alright, where am I at? Oh! I'm here! Wait, is this... Actually, never mind. Okay, I thought this was the Hypogean Gal. Okay, it might be. Yeah, okay, this is the Hypogean Gal. I think this is the Hypogean Gal, because that looks like the lantern and the statue. That looks like the lantern that I could activate when I was here earlier, and that looks like the statue that was hanging above it. Okay, so now that I have... No, okay, I did... No, I'm not gonna grab that thing. I'd like to, but I shouldn't, because they're just gonna kill me. What I am gonna do is I am gonna return to the Hunter's Dream. I'm glad that... Okay, so I didn't find that third bell person, that third bell ringer, who I'm guessing might have been in the crowd of people I ran past as I was getting fired at, as that amygdala was firing the laser at me. But I do have now... Yeah, with this, I should have enough blood echoes to hopefully level up.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me...
Or not. Okay, I don't. Okay, no. I already went in there twice. I shouldn't do it again. Let me see if there's anything I can sell. Okay, I'm not going to use these. So I'll sell those. I'm not going to use these. Those who delve into the arcane fall all too easily to madness, and thick human blood serves to calm the frayed nerves of these inquisitive minds. Naturally, this often leads to reliance on blood administration. Okay, so even the sedatives are made out of blood here. Gosh. No wonder this place went to hell. Strike into the ground to emit blue sparks. Empty shell that applies arcane power to weapons. Partially summons a Breedis. Roar a beast, force a beast roar repels nearby foes objects. Oh, summon wrathful spirits. Okay, maybe I should equip these. These sound really useful. I guess. Let me not sell those up. Yeah, let me equip some of these things I've got here. Okay, I'll keep the antidotes in case I run into... Oh. Oh, these require arcane. Okay, so these must be what arcane is for, is to use these things. Okay, so yeah, these are unlimited use items. I'm guessing these are effectively like the spells here. They're unlimited use items, but I need to have like a high arcane to use them.
Welcome. What is it? Very
Let's see if I can level up.
Let me
It's a bit too late to make like an arcane build. So I can maybe really the point right now to raise my arcane would be to like increase the damage of my my Blade of Mercy. It's no, this time I'll increase my health.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Alright, so... Yahar Ghul Chapel. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that if I were to encounter those bagmen now, they would look somehow even more monstrous than they looked before. But just gotta say, well, we've got less than 30 minutes left in the stream here, so if you're able to, please consider donating. Again, the way this Donathon works is every dollar donated, I'm playing through Bloodborne for the first time, and every dollar donated will add another life. I'm playing through Bloodborne for the first time, and I have a limited number of lives, and every dollar donated adds another life. So, in addition, all the money donated will count towards our different donation goals, which we're currently working up towards the $700 donation goal. Which, if we reach that, y'all will get to decide a new emote for the channel. If you are considering donating, just have to mention that if you're watching on Twitch, subs, bits, and gift subs do help. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, direct donations help me out even more because I'll be able to receive the money you donate immediately instead of having to wait like a month and a half. So if you're able to, please consider donating. And if you're not able to or don't feel like donating, that's totally fine. And thank you just for watching the stream. Now I gotta find some way past all these things. It's worth a try. What do you want? Oh, I can hear the bell. Yeah, don't like hearing that. Which means I've got even more things I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I got even more enemies are gonna start appearing. Oh, what? Oh, no. What? Are those just dogs made out of blood? Okay, someone's shooting at me. Oh. Can I get to them from up here? I hate how it just keeps turning to look at me. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, let me try that again. Gosh dang it. Okay, I don't see the bell ringer around. Pardon me. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Ow. Ow. Okay, roll. 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 Come back, come back. Another lantern? Okay. Oh. Okay, so I guess this is like a nightmare version. Wait, is this like a nightmare version of the... If this is is this a nightmare version of the place I was before? And if that's the case, what kind of things am I going to find down there? That's new. Oh, it's a hunter. This is worse. 2 hunters. Three hunters! Oh, fuck, no. I ain't fighting 3 hunters at once. Dang, that actually was... That was, but somehow, like, the bag, like, I was expecting mutated forms of the bagman. That was actually somehow worse. Okay. Oh, wait. It's one of these things. See how much. Okay, I've got 3 bloodstone trucks. That's not going to be enough to upgrade any of the weapons I have. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, run. Book it. Go. No. Do not stop. Do not stop. Run. I hope this I hope overall this playthrough has been fun to watch. Nightmarish rituals, crave a newborn, find one and silence its harrowing cry. Okay. Honestly, with how things are going, them asking me to kill a baby really isn't. That's really not that surprising, honestly. But this game has been as far as like my experience playing it, it's been a mixed experience. But I hope this playthrough has been fun to watch. Alright, what the fuck am I gonna run into here? I can hear something. Yeah, I'm hearing something. What's that? Is that a person? Or is it... Oh, what the hell? Okay, no, I can't kill that thing. Okay, that doorway's open. Hey, Scorcher says, hey, bro. Hey, Scorcher, welcome in. Oh, it's you! Oh, no, you don't. So as y'all can see, things are going pretty bad. Pretty not great. I am afeared for my life. Oh. Oh, okay. Ace Score says, how's it going? So Ace, I started this stream at 384 lives remaining. I am currently at 357. I've lost nearly 30 lives. I spent the first half of the stream fighting Martyr Ligarius a couple of times, and that wasn't working out, so I... Wait, hold on. Okay, sorry, hold on. I'm gonna reactivate this. I realized something. Hold on, Yeah, I spent the first half of this stream fighting Martyr Ligarius, and that wasn't working out well. Okay, so there is a path here. Yeah, spent the first half of the stream fighting Martyr Ligarius. That didn't work out well. And then, so I decided to continue in Yarhartul. And, well... It's not going as bad as when I was fighting Ligarius, but it's still going pretty horribly. Oh, get back here, you. Where am I, though? Oh. Okay. What the fuck is that? Is that a headless, skinless werewolf? Actually, that doesn't... Okay, actually, no, that looks more like... That looks more like a mixture of different body parts in the vague shape of a werewolf. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we got like less than 20 minutes left. I'll see how far I can get. I don't know how far I can get before I have to end this, but I'll see. Alright. Oh. I think I could go... Wait, what's this? Inspect bath. What? Where am I? Why do I feel like I'm not gonna like that answer? No, we'll just go back through here. We'll just go back here. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Okay, sorry, hold on. Oh, okay. The stream didn't disconnect. OBS disconnected. Yeah, okay, it looks like OBS disconnected for a sec there. The stream should be back up though. Do I really want to go down here? No. No, I don't. Should I? I guess. I guess. I guess I will, though. I don't wanna, but I guess I will. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. What happened? OBS just started messing up and, for some reason, disconnected. I don't like hearing all this chanting. I don't know which is worse, all the chanting, or the fact that it doesn't look like there are any enemies around here. Oh, what the fuck is that? Am I near a boss arena? Okay, I guess I'll go see what the boss is. I guess I'll see what the boss is, okay. Okay, we don't have much longer left in the stream. I'll try to fight this boss once or twice, and then we'll see how I fare. Oh, I don't like how big this arena is. Well, I mean, it is cool. It is a very cool arena, but I'm very worried by how big this arena is. Ah, dang it! The whole boss is gonna be having a bunch of these bell ringing ladies in it. They just cover the whole moon? Oh. 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 I don't think I'm gonna like this. Okay, well then. Is there anywhere I can... Okay, let me target those bell ladies first. The hell are those noises? Okay. You handle them. You handle them, Defector. I'm gonna... Oh, here we go. There you are, fucker. Ah, gosh dang it. Okay, is the stream should still be connected. Okay, good. Knocking them down does kill them. However, this does mean that if I don't kill them this first time, I'm gonna have to keep running through here and kill these ladies every time. This is gonna be annoying. Okay. So knocking them down does kill them. Can I just stay up here? You got it. Dang, if only I could, like, just fill... Let's get... Oh. Well, if only I could get like a ton of, Oh, okay, I can't stay up here. If only I could get like a ton of Molotovs and just throw them at them. Wait, I thought I got all the ladies in the best. Then I'll get all... I'm still hitting a bell, so... Oh, wait. Okay. Alright. Okay, good talk. Okay. Okay, so one of the ladies with one of the bells must have still been around. I just didn't notice them. Or I didn't find them. But... Okay. I guess I'll give that one more try. Yeah, I guess I'll give that one more try. And then that'll have to be it for the night. Jeez. Brashikari says, last time it crashed around this time. Okay, I'm not sure why Brashikari's message didn't show up, but... Okay. Oh, I'm just handling something. Okay. Alright, so... How did I get there? Okay, I had to have gone here. Oh wait, actually, no. Okay, now I remember. So let me go back to the Hunter's Dream. And then I'll need to go... Okay, not there. Let me go here. And then... Yeah, Yahargul Ensued Village. So back to the first lantern here. And then... Then I'll need to go down this way. Yeah, go down this way. Okay, I can kind of hop down here and sneak past them. Just go down here. Oh, well then. That was kind of a mistake. Okay, let me head around this end then. There. That works. Okay, and then go here. And while Yeah, okay, and basically use that to land down here. Okay, and that's how I get to this shortcut. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna give it one more try fighting that thing. And if I can manage to beat them. Yeah, I'm gonna give it one more try to fight that thing. I feel like I really lucked out. I feel like I really lucked out by finding its, by finding that shortcut there on the left. It also kind of feels like I might have actually skipped like a huge portion of the level. Yeah, by finding that shortcut, I skipped a huge portion of the level, but I'm okay with that. I'd say so far this has been a fun area to explore, but it's also been really horrifying. Like as the first area after you fully enter the nightmare, they really build up the horror here. They do a good job doing it. This is effectively the same as like an area I've been to before, but it is made even like substantially more terrifying. And I mean, Yahar Ghul was already terrifying. Yeah, Yahar Ghul, the visiting here was already terrifying to begin with, so that's quite the accomplishment. Okay, I'm gonna try summoning them again. I don't know what those things are, but just going from what I can see from them from back here, I'm okay with not finding out what those things are. Alright, try this again. Ow. Okay, I'm just gonna try a sneaky... Nope, that was the wrong place to go. I'm guessing that those ladies with the bells are going to keep firing at us. Yeah, they're going to keep probably shooting magic at us. I do really... This is like a situation where I really wish I had like a long-range weapon. Yeah, I really wish I had some sort of like long-range weapon of some kind, where I could just maybe like hang back here and snipe that thing. She's still alive? She's still alive. Okay. They're not guaranteed to die from the fall. Okay, did that... I'm gonna go back up here and see if that actually was the last one. Also because I don't want to get anywhere close to that thing. Yeah, also because I don't want to get anywhere close to that thing. Okay, I'm still hearing someone ring a bell, so... So who's ringing a bell? Got rid of all of them, but it looks like it. There's definitely someone still ringing a bell around here. Okay, I thought that would poison me, but no, it just damaged me. Redhead says, "Oh, you made it to the boss." Yes, and I hate it. Oh, you're left. Okay. Redhead says, "I mean, nice." Damn it. Okay, I did a lot better that time. Yeah, I did a lot better that time. Okay, so the bell ladies don't automatically die. They actually probably take less fall damage than me. But anyway, that's gonna have to be it for the night. Yeah, it's gonna have to be it for the night. So Prehead, I'm not sure if you saw it, but basically I accidentally found a shortcut that I think let me skip like a good portion of the level. So yeah, I encountered the boss like quite a bit earlier than I was expecting. There was like a whole, I think I accidentally just ended up skipping a portion of the level because of the shortcut I found. But anyway, yeah, that'll have to be where I end the stream for tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll be back on Thursday with more Bloodborne, and I'll be watching the state of play. Yeah, I'll be watching the state of play that'll be happening on Thursday. So we're gonna go raid Hang Time because they're still playing a bunch of Dragon Quests. And remember, if you live in the U.S., make sure to contact Discord and tell them not to. Make sure to send like a support request to Discord and tell them not to implement age verification. Make sure to contact your representatives and congressmen and tell them to keep and stop trying to censor the internet. And good luck, everyone. Have a good rest of your night.